Guys, Romie here, so please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Queen Sugar, Season 2, Episode 5. The episode is entitled, Caroling Dusk. Anyway, the episode starts off with, yes, you're getting it sooner. Don't get used to this, because they usually put it up, like, the next day, like, the full day, like, Thursday evening night. So, you're welcome. You're welcome. I said I have energy, let's do it right after the show comes off. It starts off with Micah. He's at the Habitat for Humanity. He's putting in his work. I said, I appreciate them putting this on screen. While they're doing that, he gets a call from Mom. So Charlie gives him a call like, hey, so what's up? Where you at? Where you be? Well, I be down at Habitat for Humanity. You know, I'm with Aunt Nova, and we just getting that work done. And she said, oh, okay, well, yeah, this is something I really wanted to do, you know, help the community. She said, okay, I'm going to pretend to be fine with this even though I'm pissed because it's supposed to be a therapy. So then she tells the therapist, oh, well, Mike is not coming, so I just was going to go and cancel cancel for today. This was their first session. The therapist said, no, why don't you stay? Why? Because you're Micah's mother. If I want insight into him and his life and how he thinks, I should be talking to a parent. And Charlie had that look of, ooh, this boy's gonna get it later on. I have to actually talk about my feelings and put myself out there. Now, Ralph Angel, he's talking to Darla because I appreciate that Darla let me know, hey, I got no job. I got no job. They let me go. Now, I don't know if Ralph Angel knows the full reasoning or what, because they didn't go into detail for that. But he did seem like he really wanted to help her get another job. So maybe that was why, or just because, you know, that's his woman. But she's just happy to be around them. He's like, you can come and live here. And she still wants to go and make it out on her own. He said, well, can you at least have breakfast? Yeah, I can do that. I'm thinking, Darla, he was right. Bills don't pay themselves. Just because you lose the job doesn't mean you lose the bills. So, what are you going to do for money? And I pray it's nothing salacious. But we find out what happens. And it was actually what I thought happened. And I said, oh, it's going to be good. Because I knew if they were going that route, it's going to be good. Aunt Vi, she's talking to Hollywood because Hollywood's going to take it easy. And Aunt Vi is going to try and pursue the whole cooking thing. Now, I don't know if she took time off from the Hyella or if this is just her day off. She has someone filming for her. I don't know what's going on with that. But I do know she's trying to do all this stuff and bake, and she has this look on her face. So Hollywood's like, what's really wrong? She lets it be known, all right, don't freak out, but Ralph Angel, he found some paperwork left by, you know, my brother, and it turns out Ralph Angel was left the farm and the house and everything. And it's like, oh my God. Now, of course, they told Ralph Angel, be quiet. Ooh, smart woman. But you know what, Vi? At the end of the day, Ralph was there. He tried to help the father out. The other two wanted to go and do their own thing, which is fine. But this doesn't mean that they automatically should retain their claim in the farm. And I said, I agree, but this would definitely divide a family. So let's see how long Ralph Angel could keep his secret. We already know it's not going to be that much longer. Charlie, she's there with the therapist. And the therapist wants to know more about Charlie. You know Charlie isn't saying much. But then the therapist, the way through Charlie is through Micah. And what the therapist did was, okay, so Micah isn't talking right now. Now, here's how this goes. You don't want to talk about yourself. Micah isn't talking right now. Why isn't he talking to you right now? How come you're not knowing about certain things right now? And what ends up happening is the therapist gets through to Charlie. And there's a little swivel in the conversation due to Charlie opening up about her parents and how she was brought up to be, you know, the best and excellence. And the therapist said, well, you know, some parents, they go and emulate what they saw into their own kids. And she said, no, not doing that. Not doing that. The therapist said, oh, well, sometimes you can do the opposite or continue to do it without realizing it. He said, no. When it comes to Micah, I make sure that there is excellence and then there's perfection. I clarify the difference. Well, does your son know the difference? Hello? He's not you. Does he actually know the difference? And that's when Charlie realized, oh my God, maybe not. Everything's going well at the Habitat for Humanity. And guess who pops up? Mr. Dubois. Mr. Dubois comes out of nowhere, and she's just like, hey, what are you doing here? Well, I wanted to go, and I was looking at your social media. I saw what you're doing, so I know I just strolled through. Oh, you did? Okay. This is my nephew, Micah. The brilliance over here, Micah. I said, Charlie, get your sister. Get your sister. Because Nova's acting the fool, and I love it. Now, Darla, she goes over to Charlie, which I already knew that was going to be an issue. Wants to talk to Charlie, pick her brain, see if Charlie would be open to help her out with the resume. And Charlie said, oh, so you were an admin, you were interning as an admin at, okay. And then you had your toll booth job and the bartender. And then there's a lot of lumps in between, gaps, employment gaps. Due to those employment gaps, that's going to be an issue. The positive is that the companies that you worked for were great. So why can't you get that connection again? Well, that was actually my parents. Well, why can't you get that connection again? Well, you know, we are not really talking right now. There are a lot of things that happen. Her drug use, her spiraling and all of that, you know that stuff, amongst I'm sure some other BS she doesn't want to go and discuss. And Charlie was just, because she's so enlightened through therapy, she thought she could put that out there. She said, you know what, maybe there's some people who don't realize what they're doing, and sometimes time heals wounds and X, Y, and Z. Maybe you could go to them now and have a different result. And the artist said, well, you know what, that was great, thank you so much, I'll find it, I'll figure it out. This was a mistake. No. And Charlie had to look up, wait a minute, what did I say? What did I do? Now, Charlie, we get your intent, but your timing was off. This woman just said that she has issues with her parents. You know she's a recovering addict. Who knows how bad she messed up or how bad they messed her up? We don't know. So, again, appreciate what you're trying to do, but your timing was wrong. It really was. That does put a bug in her ear, though. Because that's interesting that Charlie made it a poignant fact that her mom was the one that raised her, and her mom expected perfection. I'm sure her dad was probably a little bit more laid back and just wanted her to be around the family and be, regular. Yeah, a little regular. Mind you, Darla now has to go. I said, wait, she going to meet up her mom? I said, no, that's her sober coach. With her sober coach, and just let me know, oh my God, it's just been such a struggle. And sober coach said, tell me about it. You don't have to deal with the ex as well, like marriage, all that. It's not any better. Well, Ralph Angel asked me to move in. So you going to do it? No, I'm not sure yet. I just don't want to feel like he has to help me. What's wrong with someone helping you out? You're not destitute. You're not doing things for yourself. You just need a little help. And I said, thank you, voice of reason. Thank you. Thank you. At this point, thank you. On Vi, she's going to different venues to have them taste test her food, her pies, and maybe if they like it enough, they'll go and have its, get inventory of it. But this woman was like, look, we're past budget. Come to us next quarter, or come to us when you have results. I'm not even tasting. No, you have to do that. 101 people do that. Thank you, but no thank you. I said, you're a little salty. Is it hot? Did you not get your break? Hello? At least you could be eating woman's food. Now, Dubois is assisting Nova, and Nova's just like, look, I'm not some delicate city girl. She said, first of all, I've never grown up with delicate women, period. So she said, okay. But anyway, her daddy taught her how to deal with power tools and all that. And guess who pops up? Davis. Davis pops up because he's picking up Micah. And this is like, oh, hey, Nova, thank you. It's like, Yeah, Micah, oh, it's so great seeing you. Micah, I said, that's right. Her arms are crossed and everything. Like, you still trash. Love my nephew, but you still trash. And that while that's going on, Mr. Dubois introduces himself. I said, oh, Lord, is he a fan? No! He also plays basketball. He does a little bit of everything. He used to play basketball. Nova said no. She took off the glasses. You, you serious right now? You serious right now? Yeah, you blocked this amazing pass that I was going to do. It's like, really? Yep. That's why I knew my career was over. That's just when I knew. And of course, Davis is gonna go. So it's like Nova said, Micah, love you, be good, you got this. And Micah was just like, you know what, Dad? Yeah, it was great. I was here, helping my people. Davis had that look of your people. Oh yeah, you are black, aren't you? Your family roots are partially from here, isn't it? Hmm. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's get into Jag. We'll see how you think once we get back into Jag, and you're not the one driving. But then people see Davis. They want to take pictures. I said, now here's the issue. Davis is a celebrity, and we do run in that conundrum of it's because we don't like him, and we know what's going on in his personal life. But if he didn't go and take the pictures with the people who were just so excited to see him and who genuinely love him regardless, then it would be in the Hot Topics or TMZ or Dish Nation, Gossip, where it's like, oh, Davis doesn't care about his fans? So I get it. That's the realm that he's in. But while he's walking with his son, he looks over to his right like, who is that? Who is that? Oh, that's Miss Judith. That's Miss Judith over there. Miss Judith? Yeah. She works hard. She, goes and helps our people out. She's in this community. And they said, oh, Davis. Because she was giving this speech. And then they said, Mr. West, come over here. So then Davis goes and he says, yeah, I'm just here really because my son, he was the one that got into this initiative. And I fully support him and support this because, we need to go and as musicians, as athletes, people in entertainment, need to form stronger bonds with people in the community that are helping the community. I said, oh my God, Davis is so media trained. No wonder he's such a good liar. Davis is so media trained. No wonder he is such a good liar. I said that rolled off the tongue like that. He went from, okay, let's go. I'm not doing anything here to, I believe the children are future. So Darla, she's at home, and we get this weird thing of, do I want to jump next to Darla? Wait, no, that sounds weird. Do I want to? No. Darla comes home, and Blue, that's what happens. So Darla, she comes home, and Ralph Angel, he's tilling the land, and they're like, oh, okay, they're going to go inside. The main thing that happens, though, is that Darla's trying to figure out, so Blue, Kenya, why do you still like Kenya? Because at first I didn't see Kenya. It's like, oh, so Blue does have other toys. And then Kenya was under the water with him. And I said, okay, cool. I said, cool. Part of me was like, so Blue, you really drowning Kenya like that? She's a lady. You're supposed to take care of her. So I did feel a certain way about that. But aside from that, Darla wanted to know, so Blue, what is it? Why are you with Kenya? She's like, well, her hair is long and soft, and I get to whisper to her. And he said a couple other things. But Darla's just like, yeah, but mommy's here. You can whisper to her. I said, oh my God, Darla. You were an addict, and you had to gain the love. Well, not the love, but gain a certain level of attention from your son that you probably would have had if all that stuff didn't transpire. Because I do believe you're a good mother for, especially now. Before, I believe you wanted to be. Now, I really think you are. My problem is, you have to work your way back. You can't just go and be like, okay, so he doesn't need this doll anymore because I'm here. No, that's not how this works. He's attached to the doll now. He's attached to the doll. He loves That doll. Not the same way that he loves you, but he loves that doll. That doll never abandoned him. That doll's always been there for him. And that's why he loves that doll. You can't tell me any different. Some people be like, oh, is it telling sign for something? No, that boy loves that doll because that doll is one of the most consistent women in his life. And I said, oh God, that's so sad. That is so sad. So sad. Because of course we have Aunt Vi and all the rest of them. So that's not the issue there. But it's different. Because his mother was gone because she was going through her mess. And that's a lot. I mean, thank God. I don't know what that's like. Thank God. Thank you, God. I don't know what that's like. Nova's trying to be on this quote-unquote date with Dubois. And Dubois essentially says, you know what? I like you. I like you. Nova had that look up because they're eating ice cream. She had that look up. It was going so well. Why'd you have to say that? Thankfully, her phone rings, and it's Charlie. Charlie's pissed. She's like, hey, a minute, so you want to go and not give me the heads up and want to go and take Micah and do this stuff when it was his first day of therapy? Noah said, wait, I'm sorry. I honestly didn't know. Micah told me he wanted to come because he would get extra credit. Well, no, community service hours at school, because you know that how it works. Like once you're in high school, you have to do a certain amount of community service hours. At least a lot of high schools do that nowadays. I remember I had to do that, 20 hours, which is nothing. Now, once Charlie heard all of that, she said, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's just been a lot." It's like, you want to talk about it? No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Again, I'm sorry. I'm bugging. So then she said, "Oh, okay." Okay. I said, thank you for apologizing and calming down, Charlie. Maybe that therapy is doing something. Because normally you would just fly off the handle. Fly. Nova sits back down. And she looks at Mr. Dubois. And she's like, so yeah, I'm going to go. Yeah, no, I'm going to go, pal. All right, deuces. Let's see. You got yourself a good relationship looking right in front of you, and you want to go left. I know this is my right, but it's your left. Oh, no. Next thing we know, knock, knock, knock. Nova's at Charlie's place saying, we need to get them spirits out. So she goes, she cleanses it. She said, as soon as I walked in here, I sensed something. I know you have something going on, but this place has some, so we're going to have to go and think of everything positive that you want for this place so we can bring that in here instead of whatever was in here before, including you, the old you. She sits down and she says, therapy. So, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't know Micah was going to therapy. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me. And then Charlie opens up. She said, I love my mom. I was like, huh? Yeah. The therapist wanted me to talk about my parenting and how it correlates with my mom. And it's like, I love my mom. She expected perfection. And so, of course I didn't return. I love piano. Noah said, you sucked at piano. The point is, I did it for years. And then one day I couldn't, when it came down to actually play professionally, I'd always crack at the recitals. Bixby, stop listening. Crack at the recitals. And I told myself, you know what, that's it. I give up. In the middle of one, I quit. And just because I couldn't have my way. And I don't want that for Micah. I want him to be regular. I want him to be able to talk to me. Because Charlie also, acknowledged the fact that she didn't feel like she could really talk to her parents. And that's huge. So she's going to have to go and get her life together. Davis is going and actually being a decent father. I said, what is going on here? So Charlie is trying to calm down. Davis is that's the power of a child. I guess that's the power of a child. A child will want you to get your priorities in check fast. So they're playing basketball, and their game is every time you make a shot, you get to ask a personal question. No limits. So they only ask 2 questions. Micah made the first shot. So then he asked his father, "Are you a sex addict?" I said, "Oh, Micah. Oh, Micah." That's such a 2017 thing to ask. It really is. David said no. It's just that I've always had whatever I wanted. Ever since I played ball, people gave me whatever I wanted. I didn't understand the concept of no or really priorities. And I did terrible things, and I apologized, and I still have to apologize. And I said, okay, okay, you're okay. So then Davis makes it in, of course, and says, all right, so did those policemen rough you up? I said, wrong question. You should have made it broad. Did anyone in that jail do anything to you physically? That's my question. But Micah said no. He said, no, I wasn't roughed up by the police. Technically not in the jail either. He didn't say not in the jail, but let's just make it broad. He says he was just scared. He was just terrified. He never knew what it felt to not be in control, have someone else have full control over you in an environment where anything could happen to you and you don't know what to do. And I said, okay. So that was kind of what Ralph Angel was saying. Kind of what Ralph Angel was saying. And I said, I'm glad nothing happened to him. I said, because I feel like if something worse happened, he wouldn't have been able to just jump right in to even going to school. I feel like he'd still be out of school. I think right now, like I said, his world is really rocked. Again, I know some people are gonna swear up and down that, oh, something else must have happened to him. No, there's some people where they've never really been through stuff, so when something really bad happens, it's like the end of the world. It is. Especially if it has to do with taking power away from them. So I'll give that. Darla comes home and it's like, why is Blue bugging? Blue's bugging because Kenya's gone. Kenya's gone because Darla threw him away in the trash in the dumpster. So now Ralph Angel needs to go. He said, what dumpster? He ran out there to go and get that doll before the garbage man came. And I said, Darla, I knew it. I knew it. You were jealous. I knew it. I could ruin that scene myself. Blue was tearing up the house. He was screaming. Because he loves that doll. That doll's been consistent. Consistency is key, is what I always say. Poor Aunt Vi. She's in bed because rejection hurts. You know, Hollywood gets in bed with her, and she said, look, the rejection, it hurts. It hurts, and because it hurts, she's just going through that again is too much. And Hollywood said, no, this is your dream. Don't let anyone take your dream away. Your dream isn't to go and just be there for your nieces and nephews. Your dream is also to have something of your own. You better fight for it. I said, that's right. She better fight for it. Ralph Angel's digging through the trash. I said, oh God, the police are going to come. I know it. I know it. Dumpster diving. The police are going to come. They come. And I was like, oh Lord, they're going to shoot Ralph. Oh, he's going to go to jail. He can't explain. This is going to sound dumb. What are you in there for? I was looking for something. Oh Lord. So he turns around and then he sees his friend. So his friend gets him out of it. And the story with his friend is that he always protected his friend. His friend really appreciates him because this man, he's an officer, but I think he transitioned from a woman to a man as far as like body parts, because he always felt like he was a man. And he was even saying how, you know, his mom would always judge him and say, well, why is your voice so deep? Da, 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 da. So now he's called Twan. And I said, oh, wow. You could tell he looks at Ralph Angel like a hero. Because he was like, I never got to thank you. Even when you were arrested, I was actually more so afraid of you going and outing me and telling them about my secret versus, you know, seeing if you're okay. And first thing you did is say, you good? Well, fam. And, you know, you always have my back, so I'll always have yours. And I said, look at Ralph Angel. Because Ralph Angel, you know, saying, I was looking for that doll from Blue, and I don't care if it has to do with Darla, which I don't necessarily think it does. That's what Ralph Angel's saying. But I'm definitely going to watch out for my son. And if he wants that doll, he's going to have that doll. He'll grow up to be whoever he wants to be. I'm not going to go and put whatever I think he should be on him. I said, oh, Ralph Angel's really progressive. Really progressive, especially in the area that he's in. Really progressive. So that's why, because now it makes sense. Because now it makes sense. And I know a lot of women will probably like, oh, I said, wow, this dude is really, wow. Okay. More respect. Okay. Okay. So then he goes, but that was a nice storyline twist. Now that part I didn't see coming. I thought the officer was going to say that he was gay, but no, he was a woman? Huh. Wow. He gets back to the house, couldn't find the doll. Darla apologizes. She acknowledges and says what I already told you guys, which was she felt that Blue was replacing her with Kenya, and the fact that he still had Kenya even though she was back, she felt a certain way. It's just like, wait a minute, but I was back, so why is Kenya still there? On Vi, she dusts herself off. She goes to this shop where the air conditioning's broken, and she has a good luck charm, Hollywood. So he agrees to go and fix the air. He offers his services if the guy would go and taste the pie. The guy was like, "This is delicious, delicious." Charlie's at home, and Micah comes. Instead of jumping down his throat, she's like, "So are you gonna help me paint or what?" And he was like, "Oh, no." She doesn't even say that. She just continues painting and gives him a smile. So he comes over. She said, "I was thinking about going to see a movie. You want to come with me?" He's like, "Yeah, love to." And she was like, "Okay, okay." Just low expectations, cool, calm, and collected. Now, Nova, she called Dubois, and she said, "You know what? I like you too." He said, "Oh, you do?" She's like, "Look, I don't normally have to do this." "Oh, I know you don't. I think you're beautiful. I want to go out with you." And she said, "Yeah, I would like that." I said, "Thank God, Charlie, because why I keep calling her Charlie? Because whenever I'm irritated, I think it's Charlie. Thank God, Nova, because I was about to say, Nova, no, you don't. You doing too much. You doing too much. Charlie gives Darla a call. This is at the end of the episode because Darla went and got a new, what's it called, doll for Blue, a new Kenya part 2, and she's even trying to go and dirty her up and make her look fake so that Blue won't notice. Blue will either realize it's fake and still not care, realize it's fake and say he doesn't need it, he doesn't want it, or he's like, you know what, I don't need her. One of the three. But while that's happening, I thought it was funny that she was really trying. I said, "Okay, Darla, you trying to do better." So that's all that matters. She gets a call from Charlie, and Charlie says, "I know how I can help you. I want to offer you a job." "I want to offer you a job." She said, "Really?" "Yeah, I want to offer you a job. And as my assistant, there's a lot of work. I'm swamped." She's like, "Perfect. Perfect." I said, "Oh God, no, you don't want to work for her. Charlie's a lot to handle." So then she goes and tells Self Angel, "I got a job. Here's the part you're not gonna like. It's with your sister." Now I do appreciate the honesty between them. That's one thing I like about this relationship. They've been honest with each other for the most part on almost everything and in detail, and that's important. And I think because of all of her training with her sobriety and all that, Darla's learned that she can't keep secrets and she just has to be honest and just has to put everything out there. So I think that's why she's also doing it. But if Ralph Angel found out some other way, he'd be pissed. He'd be pissed. Oh God. So that was it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. Lord, this might push Ralph Angel to the edge and have him saying, "Guess who owns all the farm?"